Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're gonna talk about XRP. And I gotta start with this from Cointelegraph. Insight: low-income crypto investors are using gains to buy houses. Zip codes with the highest crypto exposure saw the largest increase in mortgage and auto loan originations and balances over subsequent years, research economists stated in the U.S. Treasury report. Now, I think this report is accurate. Even in the comments section and all over X, I always see people saying, I can't wait to cash out my crypto and buy my first house or pay off my mortgage. And you know, anybody that's looking to get into real estate after alt season, I think the best chance to do that is going to be middle to end of next year. People are still predicting a major crash next year, even though Trump is now going to be the president in January. They're still saying that crash is coming. I think a major correction is going to happen in the real estate market. That will be the best time to buy a house. And I always tell people, treat everything you do in life the way you treat crypto. Buy the bottom and sell the top. Buy at the lowest possible price and sell at the highest possible price. That's what you do when you're a crypto investor. But I think you're going to get a really good chance to get into real estate starting next year. This comes from 24 Hours Crypto. XRP will reach $100 before Bitcoin reaches $1 million. It's crazy that people can't see this. This will age so well. People have no idea what's coming. You know, a lot of the Bitcoin maxis, they don't want XRP to succeed. A lot of them will tell you that XRP is a scam coin. Look at Ripple dumping on the community time and time again. But you know why they don't want XRP to succeed? Because everybody in crypto, everybody in this space knows what XRP is capable of. It's just that they don't believe it's going to happen until the price really starts to move. Once XRP gets going, all of a sudden the money's going to shift from Bitcoin into XRP. I don't think Bitcoin will ever reach $1 million. I think it's going to end up being controlled by the institutions, and it's going to end up becoming tokenized on the XRP ledger, on the Stellar network, and other networks as well. But you know, XRP can easily get above $100. Once XRP goes live on all those Ripple rails, once tokenization really starts to pick up momentum on the XRP ledger, there's a lot of different paths to 3 digits for XRP, and it is absolutely coming. They are building a brand new infrastructure. Institutional money is coming. DeFi has matured, and it is not going away. XRP, XLM had no DeFi ecosystem previous crypto cycles. DeFi alone is about to scale these two assets to new all-time highs. Watch how well this ages. This comes from Cyprus. Take a listen.
The second thing that I want to talk about is institutions. So when I first entered the space in 2017, I came from Fidelity. And at the time, the conversation was, okay, when are the institutions going to enter blockchain and really make this a more legitimate space? And this conversation has been happening for the past 7 years. But if you look at the market today, I don't think there's an institution that would say crypto is going away. In fact, this year, we saw one of the largest financial institutions, BlackRock, partner with a company, Securitize, one of our portfolio companies, to tokenize their own fund called BIDL. And if you look at this trend, RWA stands for real world assets. Real world assets is any sort of asset that you can tokenize on chain. Regardless of the numbers on this graph, it's up and to the right. And I think what we're seeing is a shift from theory to actual live production on the institutional side. And then the last data point that I want to talk about is DeFi. And I'm not really going to talk about DeFi as a sector, but what I want to point out is when DeFi was first starting out in 2018, or you can sort of decide what date that would be, it was an experiment. We were rebuilding the financial infrastructure from the ground up. But now, 5 or 6 years later, DeFi has withstood a number of major shocks to its system, whether that's COVID, the regional banking crisis in the US, or even our own crypto cycle with FTX and other players. And through it all, DeFi continued to work, and we are seeing players like Aave and Uniswap prove to be resilient and prove that the technology works. And this is a brand new infrastructure that didn't exist just a couple of years ago.
Everything is still it's still building out, but it's starting to gain a lot of momentum. And the institutional money is ready to enter this space. More attractive industry participation in tokenized finance over the next 12 to 18 months. The future of finance is closer to us than ever before. And they all want to get involved with tokenization. BlackRock, here for the tokenization. Franklin Templeton, tokenization. Because they realize this is the next step forward in this space. And eventually they're going to tokenize those Bitcoin ETFs. They're also going to end up tokenizing the Bitcoin that they're holding. And that's going to change everything really fast when it happens. Breaking, U.S. Republican Mike Flood today on Fox Business. He says Gary Gensler set America back 20 years. And that's what held back XRP for the last 4 years, was Gary Gensler. Could you imagine where we would be right now if we never got held up in the Ripple versus SEC case? Between Gary Gensler and Jay Clayton, XRP was held back like never before. And yet, Ripple still built out and became a massive global powerhouse because of it. Take a listen to what Mike Flood says here.
Well, they were busy with the environmental stuff, and then this idea with digital assets that we're going to use enforcement actions. You don't even know what the law is, right? There's really nothing on some of these subjects, and suddenly you've got an SEC investigation shutting down markets. Gary Gensler set America back 20 years. We are nowhere near where we need to be in terms of the digital asset economy with stable coins. And it really, thank God President Trump is here, it's really going to unlock a new era for America and in fintech.
I think it's going to start to turn around very quick because everybody in Congress, everybody at the White House right now, they know that the U.S. is lagging behind the rest of the world. Anyone that's pro-innovation realizes the rest of the world is far ahead of us in the digital age. And now the U.S. will play catch up. This comes from Smoke. ISO 222 promotes interoperability between SWIFT and alternative payment gateways like Ripple. This is why ISO 222 compliance is so important. In the second image, you'll find an example of payments platform that highlights this interoperability. EastNets Payment Safe is a payment hub that integrates domestic and international payment rails into a single ISO 222 compliant platform. As you can see, Ripple is one of the available payment gateways alongside SWIFT. Yes, Ripple will be one of the rails integrated into the SWIFT network. Once cross-border payments and reporting plus, CBPR plus, SWIFT's first initiative to standardize cross-border ISO 222 payment types is fully implemented in 2025. And this is why I'm telling you, time is running out on these ISO cryptocurrencies. We are going to see a lot of value come from ISO 222. People are still downplaying it in the crypto space, but there's a reason that only a handful of networks were chosen to be compliant. Any crypto that's tied to those networks are going to gain a lot of value from this. And I think it's going to happen very quick. And we're going to start to see gradual upward movement with spike after spike as country after country is ready for this new payment system. And it all starts in 2025. MetaMask users in the US can now buy crypto using Venmo. When you make it this easy to buy crypto, I think a lot of retail investors are going to come into this space over the coming weeks. Once crypto really starts to break out and alt season begins, we're going to see a lot of new investors coming into crypto. And it is going to be a very exciting time. And they're making it easier and easier to buy crypto now. You know, it used to be very complicated, but they're simplifying that as well. And if you make something easy, people will use it. Not your keys, not your coins. Coinbase blocked. Your account is currently restricted. Coinbase will review your account internally and will send you an email once our review is complete. For further information, try again. Now, here's what I noticed. I'm having this same problem with Uphold as other people are having as well. Now, Uphold told me that they just have to make sure that all my information is correct, and then they will unlock my account. The good thing is, I don't have any crypto there, really. Maybe a couple $100 worth of crypto. But that's why I got my crypto off the exchanges a long time ago. I keep it in cold storage because of this. These problems happen at Uphold and Coinbase all the time. All of a sudden, oh, we got to go to a two-step verification. Oh, we're going to add another verification layer. So they just lock your account. Then you got to contact their customer service. Then you got to wait for a reply. Then you got to reply back. And eventually they unlock your account. I've been going through this now for over a week. But as you see here, Bozzy's been going over this for almost 3 weeks now with no answer. What they're doing is they took KYC. It started with KYC. Then all of a sudden, they wanted you to verify this, verify that. They asked me for my bank account information. They sent me a couple cents to my bank account. I had to verify that what the amount was that they sent. It's been like jumping through hoops. Just unlock the account already. But this is why you don't hold all your crypto on the exchanges. This comes from Johnny Deaton. I was audited over a 2-year tax period by the IRS. Incredibly, it took over 11 months and was one of the most invasive experiences of my lifetime. In addition to my time, the agent took up countless hours of my office manager and accountant's time. Almost a year, the IRS paid me back $16,000 in overpaid taxes. To be honest, I would have preferred they kept the $16,000 because they cost me way more in costs associated with the audit. It's a broken system, and the thought of Doge, Elon Musk, and Vivek auditing the IRS brings joy to my heart. And you see, Elon Musk says the IRS will be audited by the Department of Government Efficiency, Doge. I think Elon was very smart in calling this Doge, because now Doge is mentioned all over the mainstream media news all the time now, because they're talking about the Department of Government Efficiency. Honestly, it's time to end the IRS. I go through this year after year, and I don't get audited every year, but I go through going through all my taxes, making sure I have everything reported, and then I get to send them a check. And then I watch that money get spent outside of the United States. And you know there's people suffering here in the United States. If they took my money and gave it to homeless people in this country, I would be so much happier. But every time I turn around, They're sending money overseas. And we know a lot of that money is getting laundered. Bloomberg Crypto. Goldman Sachs is having trouble getting competitors to use its real-world asset platform. They are going to shift the crypto platform to an industry utility with joint ownership like Swift. So Goldman Sachs realized that their competition doesn't want to use something that they created for real-world asset tokenization. This is why I told you, whenever somebody says, the banks are just going to go and build their own system. Oh, the banks are just going to utilize their own coin. No, they're not. Because none of the other banks or none of their competition is going to want to use their coin or the system that they build. Same thing with JP Morgan coin. No other bank is going to want to touch it. Goldman Sachs is now finding that out. So most likely they will choose to work with XRP Ledger, Stellar Network, Hedera Network. And the same thing is going to happen with the rest of these banks that want to enter this space. They're going to have plug and play options at Ripple, where banks can just plug in and utilize the XRP ledger. But we are going to see a lot of things shift in 2025. And as that shift is taking place, I expect more momentum on the price of XRP and these utility-driven cryptocurrencies. And I got to stress this once again. Get your crypto off the exchanges and keep your crypto safe. Not your keys, not your crypto. You buy groceries at the grocery store and you don't leave them at the store. Don't leave your crypto at the exchanges. And until it all happens, stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.